yourselves.
Yes. Look at him.
That's
Good
gonna
morning.
that need to do
Good
back.
afternoon. Yeah. Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining.
That was a behind
Thanks
the
for
scenes.
welcoming yourselves. Yes, a behind the scenes look.
Cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
Hope you're having a great Sunday.
You know what's so interesting too is we have found that a lot of you tend to join late. We find that it gets past the buffering,
the fuzzy stuff.
And so we said last weekend, I said, I really think we should just start the video, or actually, since it's live, just start the show a minute early and just like, do our thing behind the scenes. Happy Sunday, Funday.
Yes.
Thank you. I'm glad you love the piano. Well, we have a lot planned. That's why we're kind of, if we looked at the clock, okay, there's 15 minutes before the show.
Mm-hmm.
What? Yeah. Have you showered yet? No. Have you showered yet? No. Yeah. What are you wearing? I have no idea. What do you want? Do you have everything lined up? So it's just funny. And we actually started this around like 3 hours ago. So pretty silly stuff. But I think it's because we have a lot that we want to talk about. We have a lot that we want to show. It's always more fun when it's visual. So that's part of it. Anyway, I don't think I ever took a sip for toasting. Not allowed to put that down.
You're not allowed to put it down. So we have a full show, a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
Some things to speculate about.
Okay, and I'll be right back again because I'm hot. I got to turn the air down. All the lights went on, and I forgot.
I've been telling you Judy's hot for years, and it's now just sinking in. But yes, a lot to talk about. It was funny. I'm not sure if it's the right one or not, Judy, but when we were talking to friends of Judy's parents for years and years and years, and when I forget the last time we were up there, Ellie and Billy are their names, and they said they do one of our recipes every week.
Well, I'll back it up even more. So my father celebrates his 90th birthday this coming Friday. Oh, looks like somebody else's birthday is next week. Have a happy birthday, Aaron. So we decided they'd have a little ritual every weekend, every Friday. They go to their club. And they go with these people that Paul was just referring to, who happened to be the ones who took this picture. So they sent it to us because we had it all lined up with the club. I said, let's get birthday balloons. They also have a lot of fun with, their drinks ahead of time. And then they have a special drink at the club called a Whisper. And it really is more of a dessert. Yes. So I said, and also we're going to pay for all the whispers around the table for everybody who's there. So they ended up calling after the evening was over and saying what a fantastic time they had, and on and on and on, and how fun, and what a great surprise. And so you can pick back up with the Ellie Billy story because they're the ones who took that picture.
Yeah, so they're the regulars. Is it a Friday night?
It's every Friday.
Yeah, they do at the club, which is called the Sarasota Field Club. And Ellie and Billy are friends of theirs for many, many years. And they came up to us last time we were up there visiting. And Ellie's very shy. But I think it may be the recipe that we're going to show you a snippet of today.
Yeah.
But she said every week they have a favorite recipe that we shared with them.
Yes. Well, and they call it the Paul and Judy.
Yeah, that's true. It's the Paul and Judy.
So we definitely want to talk to you about that, and then also let you know where you can find it if you ever want to make it. But so that phone call that was prompted by the balloons and everything else was because Ellie and Billy said, oh, tell them that we made the Paul and Judy this week. So stay tuned for that. We'll tell you what that recipe is. But before we do, we want to get into your other favorite segment, which is our signs of all kinds. And before we do that, see what I mean about a lot to talk about the show? We have our sponsor. And we love this sponsor. And I just ordered some more things from them. And it is the micro ingredients. And we love this because of who they are, of what they do, and how their ingredients are made, and how they tell you everything that's in it, what doses that you should take, and all of those goodies that go behind the reasons that these things are so good for you.
PLJ checking in
from the parking lot. Oh, thanks, Carol. They did. They had a really, really good time. So anyway, we're taking magnesium. We take the vitamin D3 from this company. They come in really nice resealable packs that are good for a year. That we actually have enough magnesium, zinc, and D3 to last us an entire year.
Yeah,
The two of us, that's how much is
And
included.
2 of us are taking 2 Ds a day.
And I just added, Paul doesn't even know this, but I just bought, because they were having a special, I bought this beet juice powder. You know how you're always hearing about
The benefits.
how good beets are for you,
Yeah.
and the beet powders and the beet supplements? So I decided that we're going to try it. And the both of us have smoothies in the morning.
So is it a
So
powder?
it's a powder,
Okay.
and we'll just add it right into the smoothie in
See,
the
that
morning.
works for me because I don't eat beets.
Yeah.
But I'll have them in a smoothie.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to make sure that you guys knew about how they're a premier raw and pure nutrition ingredient company. They're based in the United States of America. And I also just wanted to be able to give you the link so that if you wanted to try it, you definitely could. There's so many things that you can noodle around and find. And then also how much of it to take, how much for your age and your gender you need. And then if you go to the link that I just put in the comments, you can go directly there and you'll find all the different things that you might need. And I think there are different times in people's lives where they realize, okay, memory's not doing so well, energy's not doing so well, sleep isn't doing so well. I might need a boost here and there, or I'm not getting, or if your doctor says I'm not getting enough D, or I'm not getting enough magnesium, or I'm not getting enough potassium. These are really good ways to be able to take it. So that is our sponsor for today's Signs of All Kinds. And there are a lot of you represented in Signs of All Kinds this week. So we'll start with the credit of Christine. Oh, Karen says, I hate beets too. So maybe try this powder, Karen. It'll get it into your system and all the benefits of it, but you won't taste it if you put it in a smoothie with all the things that you do love. Oh, and Deborah says, I drank beets powder about a year ago. A doctor had sold them. Tasted fine, but I didn't feel any different. I'm going to let you know how I feel, Deb. Hopefully I do feel a change. So from Christine, if you boil a funny bone, it becomes a laughing stock.
That's funny.
That's humorous. Christine, I think, also contributed the next one. She's always good for a good laugh. Oh, yeah, this is funny.
I'm sorry, this is true. How boys tell a story, right to the point. How girls tell a story.
They wind every
But
which
wait a
way.
minute. And then she went, and he said that she said.
Yes, exactly. I don't know if I totally relate to it, but yeah, Jane, I'm glad you're going to try it. I think it'll be a very, very interesting idea, and
I
we'll
like your
see
idea
how
of
it
the
makes a
smoothie.
difference. Yeah, to put it in a
Yeah.
smoothie. Exactly. Yep. All right. So thank you, Christine, for the contributions. I have more from you, and you probably have more for me. So keep them coming. Our next Sign of All Kinds is from Uncle Dave. I don't think that I showed you this one yet, but I thought to myself, oh my gosh, first of all, I would never tell anybody that I don't want flowers. But second of all, just the way that this is phrased, I don't want flowers. I said another dog, and she's hitting him with the flowers that he thought he was doing so well to give. Oh dear.
Some things don't work out.
Some things don't just happen the way you think they're going to happen. Okay. The next one's also from Uncle Dave.
Mhm.
Now, this one, even though it's about animals, a lot of people contributed things about animals this weekend. So here's the next one. That's a good thing about a doggy.
Okay, you go.
Not every person knows how to love a dog, but every dog knows how to love a person.
That's true.
And the
That looks like a
next
little
one,
Springer.
it does, doesn't it? Thank you, Uncle Dave, for those contributions as we continue with more of the Signs of All Kinds pertaining to animals. This one from PLJ.
How my dog sees himself when the doorbell rings. Isn't it funny how they just go crazy when the doorbell rings?
And that's how Dolly came to be.
Protect this house.
That's right. Thank you, PLJ, who is watching from the parking lot this afternoon. Yes. He also contributed another one that I've saved for next week. This one is from Glenna, also to pertain to animals. It was much easier to eat homework when it was on paper. Yeah, all the kids are on tablets now, so
This doesn't work.
Next is also from Glenna, but she gives equal time to cats.
Uh-huh. Cool. I just sold the dog an
On eBay. Sitting at the computer. Oh, the poor dog.
They are devious like that.
The cats?
Yeah, and they're always sitting up high and swiping at the dog.
Just taunting it. Yeah, right. Thank you, Glenna. Those are good ones. You can tell she loves animals. Also pertaining to animals, we haven't finished yet with the doggy sort of jokes. Our next sign of all kinds is from Janice.
I don't care what anyone thinks of me except dogs. I want dogs to like me.
There she is. Hi, Glenna. Thank you for your contributions. Awesome. I want dogs to like me. Our next one is also a sign from the same, ironically, Carroll County Veterinary Clinic.
What?
I know. They're busy little changers of their signs. It amazes me how much exercise and extra fries sound alike. Thank you, Andrea. That's great. It's true. Oh, you mean the doctor said exercise is what I needed?
I need extra fries.
I was sure he said extra fries is what I needed. That's a good one, Andrea. Thank you. Our next one. This is a good one for you, Paul.
When I am sad, I sing. That's when I realize my voice is worse than my problems.
That's from Lynn. Lynn's another one who is prolific with the signs she finds. So she'll send like 5 and 6 at a time. So I cut and paste and screenshot and add them to my album. And then I have eeny, meeny, miny, mo for different weekends. A good one, Lynn.
No, I'm a little worried.
About the singing?
That Judy said this was appropriate for me.
No, just because
now I am sad.
The font is big enough where you can read it. I know some of you are watching the show on your little phones, so it must be hard for you to read them too. Which is why we read them out loud for you. All right, our next one is from Michelle K. I don't know if she's watching this afternoon. She has company today, but I loved this one. She wrote and sent this to me. I'm having a hard day. Send cute pics of your credit card. That'll cheer me up. Yes, like it. I thought, I wonder if anybody would really be
gullible.
Gullible. I was going to say fool, but yes, gullible is a better word. Enough to do that. Thank you, Michelle. Our next one is from Lynn. Oh, did I ever show you this one?
No.
Oh, this is good.
Remember when you bury your body, cover it with endangered plants so it's illegal to dig it up. Follow me
for more gardening tips. Yeah. Yes. Lynn.
Yes, we're dying to hear more.
Thank you for that one. I can't remember if she has one more in today's show. I came up with a lot of them because and there's still some on my phone. Connie was sending them this morning. Connie, I'll look at it and get to it next weekend, I'm sure. Our next one is from Nikita. Oh, this is really quite clever. If you look at it, you have to really,
that is clever.
You know, because if you read it going left to right, it says, you don't matter, give up. Or if you read it top to bottom,
you matter, don't give up.
There you go. So is the cup half full or the cup half empty?
Or is the cup broken and sliced off your finger?
Yeah. I like you matter, don't give up.
How about you give up, don't matter?
Yeah, that's another way. I guess if you went crisscross, side to side, diagonal,
Speaking
like tic-tac-toe.
Judy and I were, I think, 2-1 on the pickleball court yesterday.
Yes. I was actually 3-1
You
with my games. Because remember the last one we split. Were you 3-1 too? With the last game you played? All right, our next sign of all kind, I'll let you think about it.
Okay.
This is from Carol S. I'd like to help you out. Which way did you come in? That kind of reminded me of people who are wedding crashers.
Yeah.
How'd you get in here?
Yeah.
You don't belong here. Does anybody recognize this person?
Well, nobody knows because it's
exactly so many strangers from the other side of the family.
So we crashed a wedding in Bahamas once, didn't we? We were actually invited.
Yeah, I think so. Oh, that one.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. There were only 15 people. It would have been really obvious if we didn't belong and we were invited. And this is one from our Things That Make You Go, file.
Milk.
An empty box in a grocery store
It's telling the
that
says
says
It's
evaporated milk. No more where that came
I
from.
like that. I like it a lot.
Hi, Kathy Jean. Oh, thank you very much. Oh, God bless each of you and keep each of you happy and healthy. Well, we appreciate that. What a nice thing to say on this Sunday Funday. And if this is your first show watching, Kathy Jean, welcome. And anybody else who's happened to have tuned in for the first time, welcome to you too. So, anybody count how many signs of all kinds we had this weekend?
I didn't.
It's the most that we've ever had.
Really?
15 signs of all kinds. And the only reason I bring that up is because you remember when we started this, it was one bumper sticker. And then it became bar signs and bumper stickers. So then we added maybe 2. And now you guys are having so much fun with this that, yeah, sometimes I have as many as
It's growing leaps and bounds.
12, 13, 14. And then when it's finding things that make you go, I'm having fun with a little file folder. So when you send some of those things in, yeah, I add that too. Christine gets a big kick out of like all the other ones because she's one of our big contributors for Signs of All Kinds, and she appreciates all the competition from others that come in. Love the morning chuckles. Ah, you're welcome. Nice to see your name. We hope we see it again another weekend. So did you want to talk about the recipe then that Billy and Ellie call the Paul and Judy, and they make it every week?
Are we going to have to rename it the Paul and Judy?
I don't know.
Because it's funny, after there were like 2 or 3 that we said, we have to make.
Yes.
Again.
And we have to go back through.
Right.
Because actually, I think even in the video, we wanted to show you some little snippets to see if you either 1, have seen it, or 2, remember it, or 3, are inspired to maybe go do it yourself. I think in the very beginning, we say, we've never tried this. It was a contribution, and we're making it for the first time.
Right.
And you'll find out who contributed to it.
I almost blew it.
Okay.
I almost said.
You almost said. So here is the video that will perhaps inspire you to try something new this week. And I have to mute us before I can show the video. We are going to be making one of the best gluten-free pastas called a baked feta pasta. And we've never tried this before, so this should be fun.
We had the blind leading the blind, but
exactly.
Judy is the first apron.
Number 1, first
second
apron. Second apron. Welcome to In the Kitchen with Paul and Judy. So this is compliments of LaDawn Olden. I follow her on Instagram, and she has a wonderful blog called Loving Life and Living Yeast Free. So I'll put that at the bottom of the screen if you want to look it up. The very first thing is to set the oven temperature to 400 degrees. So what do you need for baked feta pasta, gluten-free, done gluten-free? Gluten-free. I see that I didn't give you much of a chance to say anything.
Because you were first apron.
I was first apron.
You had a lot of pent up stuff to talk about. I just took over, didn't
I? So LaDawn, if she's watching, I know her sister Glenna is watching today. This is from your contribution, and we're going to let you in on how you can also find, because a lot of people who watch our In the Kitchen with Paul and Judy videos, which you can find on YouTube, will say, but where are the ingredients and where are the directions? Yeah. So we're going to let you in on that little secret too. But do you want to introduce the second half of the video of the baked feta gluten-free pasta?
It's a faux pas that I made. It must be a second apron thing.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. So down we go.
Yes.
And we're not covering it. So we're putting the baking dish right in the oven, letting it sit for 35 minutes. Basically, you're going to let the cherry or grape tomatoes burst.
They burst.
Just like the burst
and the feta has to melt.
I'm going to put this right here. If you'll hand me that other pot holder, please. Thank you, because
I'm going to show it.
Yeah, I want to show it. Is that beautiful?
And it smells heavenly.
Isn't that gorgeous? I know. In the kitchen
Very
with
good.
Paul and Judy. All right, so should I serve a little bit out? And then
Sure.
2 forks maybe? Would be good. Oh my gosh, my incentive to work out just increased so that I can come home and
I'll get the fancy forks.
the
That
fancy.
you like so well. The silver ones.
I wonder if we're gonna want to use one of those sharp knives too, just to cut the tomato. Because that tomato's gonna be real hot inside. So, you know what I mean?
Just mash it with your fork.
Really? Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh yeah, that's kind of a nice little bite. Want me to do the same for the other tomato, and you can steal off that? Whichever bite you want. Oh my goodness.
Don't burn your tongue.
I know. Wow.
And once again, kudos.
Oh my gosh, that's so good.
Kudos to
Vadon.
Vadon.
And loving life and living yeast free. Isn't that phenomenal?
That's a winner.
Yay! The best baked feta pasta. I think you'll love it. We hope so anyway. You have your toast?
I do.
Your toast vessel?
I do.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
See you next time for In the Kitchen with Paul and Judy. That's funny. We're always toasting.
We cheers again. Actually, I confused myself because I was working on one earlier where I made the big football.
Oh.
We'll do that another time.
Quarantine pasta?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
it's funny because we look at these and I start laughing like I didn't remember
that
seeing
you've
that.
forgotten. Yeah. It's all, when we shoot the videos, we don't stop in between if something goes wrong.
Right.
We just kind of keep the cameras rolling, and then we go back into the editing suite and we put it all together. But we like to leave all the faux pas in because that's what makes it fun and that's what makes it real and that's what really happens in the kitchen.
We started to do outtakes even.
Yes, I put bloopers. I did clapstick like a movie at the end of the video, and we started to show the bloopers. But I wanted to make sure that you knew now, if you were inspired by that, where you could watch it. So you can watch. I'll put the link to the video right up in the comments section. So afterwards, you can, if you want to, go and watch it. But the other thing that you can do is when you get to YouTube, you just type in, well, I'll show you in just a second. I'm not sure if it'll show correctly, but that's the baked feta pasta.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll notice that when you go to the video on your computer or your laptop or even your tablet, down below the video, there's a paragraph that is a description of what the video is about. And then it says show more. So if you click show more, the whole entire information about the video comes down. And all you just do is scroll through. You'll see the recipe ingredients. Below that, you'll see the recipe directions. And that's how you can watch what we do, but then go back and refer to everything without needing to necessarily watch it again. But if you go to YouTube and in the top section where the search bar is, you type easy peasy cheesy meal. We're the second ones that come up.
How about that?
It's the second video that comes up. So when you go there, that's all you have to do is just type in easy peasy cheesy meal.
And it also talks about my cheesy jokes sometimes.
Oh, yeah, exactly. So we just thought that if you wanted to give that a try, you could. It's delicious.
It is.
We're
good.
going to try it again this week too.
And I am now jonesing for the quarantine pasta too.
Mm-hmm.
That was so good. So we're gonna relive some of.
We actually have a couple of really good Italian recipes on the YouTube channel. So once you get there and you watch it, you can then watch other videos of recipes in the playlist. We have a gluten-free lasagna that's fantastic, a quarantine pasta that's big enough for an army. I mean, it makes so much. And then what was the other one that we used? The penne with the peas and spinach.
Yeah.
A spinach walnut pasta.
Yeah.
You have to look for that one too. I would not have thought we were we were looking at how much we needed to add of the spinach, going, it's
No.
just going to be overtaken.
Do we
It was so good.
determine we have the one that started it all, or we don't?
The baked brie?
No, the salmon.
Oh, the salmon. Yeah, it's on it's on the
Okay,
YouTube channel.
salmon was first. Baked brie was funny with another big faux pas in it. But
What we'll have to do is kind of just like we started doing the best of Sunday Fundays, we're going to have to go through. We still have to get all of the positioning of our cameras correct for the kitchen, that you can kind of see a little bit over Paul's shoulder. But once we get to positioning the cameras, we'll get back into doing more of the in the kitchen videos. But in the meantime, I know there are so many that you haven't seen yet. So what we'll have to do is the same thing. We'll sort of alternate weekends of putting together little snippets of the in the kitchen with Paul and Judy, and then the best of our Sunday Fundays with the guests that we've had. We have a lot of content, actually, if you think about, doing it that way, so you can kind of go back and see what you'd maybe like to watch again. So that's the way to do it. Again, easy peasy cheesy meal on your YouTube app. And you can watch it on your phone too. It doesn't have to be necessarily done on a computer or a laptop.
I can't imagine looking at that with a little phone.
Well, you know what some people do? You can also put it on your phone. If you don't have a laptop, for instance, or a big desktop computer, put it on your phone and then mirror it, screen mirror it to your television. So if you happen to have a television, a small TV in your kitchen, or you can have access to your TV from your kitchen, you can watch it on a big screen TV just by mirroring it that way. So, and that's something that you set up on your phone in the notifications area. So, Karen, can't wait to see cooking videos in your new kitchen.
Yes, we're looking forward to it.
Yeah. We're really looking. Well, now that we have all of our own utensils and tools and favorite pots and pans back again, because we were staying at Airbnbs for about 6-7 months, so we were trying to get to know those kitchens and just decided the majority of the time, we can't subject ourselves to this, much less you to it, dealing with stuff in a kitchen that we didn't know at all. This is also the very last couple of days. In fact, 28, 29, 30 days has September, April, June, and November. So 31 days, 4 days left for the big deal, to get the price of the big deal. And yes, I'm wearing it. And I have found with this necklace, not only the versatility of being able to remove the pendant, of course, and put it on other chains and necklaces and pearls and spinel, anything you wanted to, cords, but it goes with so many colors.
Oh, yeah, it does. Well, it's the Sonoran turquoise.
Yeah,
From
it's
Mexico.
just a really, really neat piece. And I'll remind you again where you can go to find it. Yes, you're right, Marianne. The first Friday of September, we introduce a brand new What's the Big Deal? So these are the last 4 days to take advantage of the $49 price. And if you go, all you have to do is go type in shopgemistry.com. And after you do that, you can go up to the top and shop by brand. Then once you've decided to shop by brand with the drop-down menu, then all you have to do is click Judy Kroll Style, and that's the page that'll come up. So you'll be able to see the picture on the top that introduces you. And then once you scroll down, the very first thing there is the Sonoran turquoise pendant enhancer on the sterling silver chain. And when you go to your cart to check out, guess what? Free shipping. And in many states, no tax.
Yep.
So $49 is the price. And it's just so cool to be able to not only have the versatility of the necklace, but to be able to get it with such a great, great price. Jancy wore it with her Navajo pearls yesterday.
Wow.
Oh, how cool. Very nice. I bet it was beautiful. And if you went anywhere, I bet you also got so many compliments because it's just such a great piece. So yes, this Friday already,
Can you
Karen.
believe it?
I know. So that's the 2nd of September when we will introduce you to our next big deal. Do you remember what it is?
No. So I can't blurt it.
I'll give you a hint.
Okay. Then I might blurt it. Oh, yeah. I do know.
It's worn here or here or here or here.
I do. All right, so you ready for me to give them some homework?
Oh, sure. And I was just going to remind you too, that if you do go on to get the big deal, if you don't want to stop there with turquoise, turquoise earrings I have on are a part of the collection, as is the turquoise ring. And I know that many of you, including Lena, owns this ring. And those of you who have it know that it's turquoise, Kingman turquoise, and rainbow moonstone. So you can look for that too. I don't remember what the price is. I don't even think that it was ever a big deal. I think we started the big deal after we introduced this to you. Yeah. So, what does Jane say? How about having Jay King? Yeah. Wouldn't that be something? He could certainly talk about turquoise. He and Paul could have debates over turquoise. They both know so much about it, and have been to so many turquoise
and we all
wines.
know the same people.
Yeah, that's very true. Yeah. So give him some homework.
Okay. Now, again, disclaimer, this is in the very beginning planning stages.
Okay.
We're
forewarned.
Yes, we were dealing with our manufacturer again and talking about other ways that we could connect with you. And so what we're working on is a concept that will happen in the Naples area, where it's not going to be huge, maybe 100, 150 people tops, where we will have a venue where you can meet and greet Judy Crowell, Kathy Levin, and yours truly. There may be other surprise guests as well.
Okay.
And so my first question for you, this is your homework.
Remember I told you how to how to watch with a notepad and pen.
First of all, would you be interested in something like that? No, you can say, no, not really. Or yeah, I'm all in.
Hi, Susan.
Number two, we're looking at a number of different venues. One would be sort of like how they have sightseeing cruises and dinner, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
It might be that. It might be a ballroom. You might say, yeah, I don't want the water. Or yeah, I really love that idea.
Because you like chandeliers.
But it will really be a lot of fun too, because you will get a chance to probably ask Judy or Kathy or me.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Something that you've always been curious about, and we can't run away.
And we could talk about jewelry too.
Yes. Oh yeah. That's right. The other big part of it is we wanted to expand on what we're doing with the big deal. What's the big deal? And you may not know that this manufacturer that we work with doesn't just make for QVC or HSN and other shopping channels. They do some exceptionally high end, like that you pay probably twice than what we'll be able to do for. So if you're looking for high end things, that would be the venue where we could bring that directly to you.
Mm-hmm. And when we were asking you in another Sunday Funday show, what other gemstones you'd like to see featured, there were some people who were saying sapphires, diamonds, and also your favorite, the black opal.
Yeah,
and alexandrite, things like that are just exorbitantly priced normally.
And they do make that, and that's the funny thing, and a lot of people don't realize this. All these fancy upscale jewelers go to their high-end shows that our manufacturer's doing, and that's where they buy it.
Mm-hmm.
Now they might make modifications to it with their own spin, but these guys, you'd be able to buy directly from the guys who make it.
That's why we keep telling you that whenever we have First Friday and we do the What's the Big Deal shows, only pointing out 4 more days for that $49 price. It's exceptional. And anybody who's bought a piece also knows that they don't sacrifice quality just because you're getting rock bottom closeout prices. So when you see the quality of these pieces, they are made like the tens of thousands of dollars pieces are. They don't skimp on, how they make the jewelry just because you're only spending $49 to get it. So I think that's
I forgot one more thing on their homework.
Oh yeah, okay.
So again, once, are you interested to
White buffalo? Good.
You like the water or a ballroom? Number 3, it's probably, we're shooting for January, February, March
time frame. Yeah.
When it's really cold up here a lot.
That's right. So there would be even more incentive to come to Florida.
So keep that in mind. We'd love to hear from you, the interest level, and it's going to be limited. I'll tell you that.
Oh, thank you, Aaron. Yes, those are beautiful. And they have not just the Kingman turquoise in them, but they also have, I can't remember now.
That was a
No.
white zircon.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's what it is.
white
It's the
zircon.
white zircon. So I'm glad you noticed them. I love them. I wear them all
the
the
time.
time. Just because, I mean, look at how they go with olive green of all
Mhm.
things. And obviously denim and white and black and like the basics. But
I'm a big believer in turquoise goes with
yeah,
everything.
yeah, it's such a neutral stone. So anyway, yes, put it on your calendar this Friday, September 2nd, when we unveil a brand new big deal for First Friday.
5:30 p.m. Correct?
5:30 p.m., 2:30 Eastern time. And the whole deal with that is that whichever comes first, they sell out or the end of the month rolls around, which is why August 31st, the price for the $49 Sonoran turquoise necklace goes away.
It's an amazing price for that. That's a huge. I think when I measured it, it was like 22 millimeters by. I mean, it's big,
Yeah, it
and
is.
it's a
It's really
specialty
big.
cut, which you don't normally see. Usually, it's going to be a round and oval.
My girlfriend Dawn bought it. I've heard from a number of you who bought it too and have worn it. She said, "Oh my gosh, it's so much prettier in person." So she loves it. Well, we hope you have a great rest of your weekend. And thanks for bearing with us as we got a little bit of a later start. Maybe
Is this going to
gave
be a
you a
thing?
chance to go get another cup of coffee.
It's
Yes,
going to be a
another
thing.
glass of orange juice.
So let's warn them in advance. If you're doing it, it means it's going to start at 1 and we won't be there.
Well,
I
I
mean,
don't know if it's every single time.
yeah, but Judy brings up a good point. Sometimes whenever there's buffering, it happens in the first 2 minutes. So let's get that out of the way.
So we just roll the tape, roll the camera, let it get it out of its system, let it settle in, and then we kind of jump into the show. Thank you. Yes, very much.
Happy Sunday fun.
We love spending time with you too. And Deborah said she's not really into lab created. She likes the diamonds. Yep, these are not lab created either, Deborah. So that's always good to know. And if we do have lab created,
we got
things,
your back.
we point it out. Yeah, we'd always let you know. So I do have a little show close for you, a little wise words to think about. And we wish you a very wonderful weekend. We'll see you on Friday. Okay. All right. And pull that down, pull this over, pull this up.